Lizzie, did you want to leave the journal out for the stewards to see?
I think I do. Maybe not like sitting out in the open, super open, but I tuck it away somewhere I know they'll find it.
Put it like under his pillow.
No, I'm leaving it for Robert and Gabriel.
Okay.
So that they can kind of be caught up. And I don't care if Adam finds out, honestly.
Alright, so you guys take to the streets all together in search of criminal contacts to help you with the appraisal.
Or hiding things.
Yes. Where would you guys like to try first? Are you guys going to taverns? Are you going to shops? Are you just looking in all the dark alleys of Edinburgh? What you doing?
Finley's avoiding taverns for right now. No
Fair enough.
booze.
It's a little early for criminals to be gathering in taverns, I think. I think our best chance would be like antique stores, pawn shops, places like that. It's like sort of that would be more front businesses.
Mhm.
Realizing that 9 o'clock in the morning may not be the best time to go try and find criminal contacts.
I mean, at least you know the white collars will be out.
Yeah, true. Can at least figure out where the watering holes are.
Okay.
Because I figure I probably know like a couple of places, but it's been a while since I was doing active crime in this area.
Roll me either listen or spot hidden.
I'm gonna go with spot hidden. I'm better at that. I'm better at that when the dice like me.
It's been a long time since you've worked in this area, and none of the places are looking familiar enough for you to really test the waters there. And you guys are just looking for people to appraise things or to hide things?
To help it disappear, but I think maybe after a couple of false starts, I might just say, I mean, maybe we should take it with us so at least when we're hiding it, it's away from here. Away from the last place that they knew it might have been. Talking to Freddy.
That's a good idea. Make it to where it's a little harder for them to get it, maybe send it to States.
True. Spread it out and it'll be harder for them to pick up a trail if we're maybe doing it from different towns as we make our way to wherever we're going next. Might have to go out of our way so they don't know where we're going next if they are able to track it, but...
I'm gonna assume these chuckle words not send the company of a proper lady, no have a way of tracking us, so let's just try spreading them out.
Yeah. We need to find which ones need to disappear first, though, so...
There's a table full of artifacts and relics that you'll have to sift through.
Yeah. Let's head back, and hope Adam doesn't beat us back. And if he does, Gabriel does have a shotgun.
Finley, roll me a spot hidden.
Alright.
I don't like that.
Neat.
Nice.
Okay. So, you notice a familiar figure that you were beating up not a couple hours ago drift into one of the alleys. Would you like to do anything about it?
Oh, you monster. Finley goes, beelines it.
Alright. You guys see Finley chase off after something in an alley.
I'm going.
Yeah, no, I will follow up.
There are not many things I think you chase after that quickly, and I don't think any of them are things you should be facing alone.
Absolutely.
Remind me to shoot him in the kneecaps for running off.
Alright. You turn down the alley, and you've lost sight of him, Finley. And then you feel a tap on your shoulder as the rest of the gang approaches. Have you lost something, love?
There was a friend just was coming down here. I seem to have lost him.
That's very unfortunate. Was he the one with the purpled face?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, good luck finding him.
Do you happen to see which way he happened to go?
Well, my eyes are a little hard of sight nowadays. But it looks like he went down a very dark alley and disappeared.
Do I recognize this lady?
No.
I know it's a long shot. Did I recognize this lady?
No.
Just a random old lady.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if you need any spiritual guidance, please check out my shop down the way.
You wouldn't happen to do tarot readings now, would you?
Oh, well, I love doing tarot readings.
Finley is suspicious. You wouldn't happen to have a sister anywhere?
No, not that I know of. My father was very loose, though. It wouldn't surprise me.
You remind me of someone I met a while ago. But, tell me where your shop is, I'll come by.
Why don't you follow me down this way? I can read your cards just now.
Okay, you know what? Sure.
In fact, I think you were the one that I was seeing this morning. Did you have a rough night in the bar?
No. Did I come all the way down here oh my. Finley does not, I don't think I came down here last night.
It must have been some hardness on the alcohol then.
But yes, now I'm definitely intrigued. Yes, I'll follow.
Alright, and all of your friends?
Hey, everyone, I saw Adam, our friend, and apparently he ran into a shadowy alley and disappeared. And this kind lady is offering to read us our fortunes.
You had me and then you lost me. I mean, sure.
I will be honest, it was a tarot reading that helped lead me down this path, so maybe you could help us now.
Oh yes, tarot is quite good at that, getting you back on your spiritual journeys and getting you where you need to be. And I know that there's always that skeptic in your group, and I'm guessing it's you, young lady. She's looking at Gabriella.
You'd think so.
I mean, it's not like she's haunted by a monster.
Meanwhile, Lizzie's just kind of like thinking through all of the grifters if she knows where this is their grift.
Yeah, no, it's... Gabrielle just kind of like shakes her head. I mean, yes, for your kind of stuff. But who knows, maybe tossing the old randomized pile of symbols from our ancient past will reveal something important.
I love the spirit. Come now.
Look at the alleyway, upset that he probably pulled a fast one.
Bentley just has one last question for the old lady. Now, when you say spirits, does that mean you've spoken to my grandfather?
And she closes her eyes and... Oh yes, there is someone who hangs around you. It's quite a mangled soul.
Yep, that sounds like him.
Oh, he must have done something quite... Oof. Did he fight a war or something?
Wait.
Like, out of character, I feel like the characters from the shadier part would recognize cold reading, because that's what this is, right? Like,
yeah.
She latched onto, like, Grandpa and ran with it, and she's, like, kicking butt the whole way through, and I'm like, But Gabriella
Yeah.
doesn't know that. Like, Gabriella's like, fine, I guess. Like, it might as well also work.
I feel like Lizzie and Freddie are exchanging the look of like, she's not even having to try this hard with him. I think we need to have a conversation with him about some things.
Right, is that before or after I shoot him in the knee?
The target has changed.
We can decide on that later.
Fair enough.
Simple group redirection.
Lizzie will follow along to just make sure he doesn't get swindled for all he's worth, but she is going to take one last look down the alley to see if she can figure out where he went.
Now, you see, here's the thing. Finley doesn't know about what his grandpa had gotten down to.
Oh, true.
Certain things his grandfather did. That can account for the body count, but Finley doesn't know about that. So that's why Finley cocks his eye and goes, now, that is weird. My grandfather was a gentle soul. Most of the time he wouldn't hurt a fly.
Under my breath, he'd have to actually hit something to hurt it. So
Finley just responds with, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if he was standing 2 feet in front of it.
Terrible shot.
I'm seeing he must have died in a tragic way then.
Once again, Finley's just like,
Anyways, come on.
Something ain't right here, and I got a calculator, this shit ain't adding up.
Lizzie will sort of like accidentally bump into Finley. It's a cold reading, and it's kind of written all over your face, so you still smell of alcohol.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
She leads you into her shop. It looks like just a glorified pawn shop with different items just kind of strewn about, with a vaguely mystical air to it. She gets behind a desk and she's going through a whole bunch of stuff, and she pulls out these tarot cards. It'll be 5. And for simplifying money in this game, other than German marks, which are enemy money, we're just gonna do dollars. Anything that the players use will be dollars. Because I'm not doing conversion.
You had pounds as an option, and you just chose dollars.
You could just ballpark in pounds, and if anyone questions, there's a word going on, and of course there's inflation.
Inflation's crazy. Like, who knows, right? It's all vibes.
Okay, fine. So, pounds. Everything is in pounds right now. It'll be £5 per reading.
I'll tag in. It might be fun.
Okay.
Go ahead, Finley. I think you had a head start.
Yep, let's go ahead. Yes, please. Finley will pay the £5 for this reading.
Okay. The cards, and she puts the cards away. She pulls out a crystal ball, and she starts feeling all around it. No, your question isn't anything that I can answer through cards. There's a spirit around you that wants to speak with you.
The spirit that somehow is a mingled spirit and you're trying to pass off as my oppa. Sure, keep going for it. Finley's a little annoyed now.
Oh, yes. This grows. And then she closes her eyes and she opens them again, and there's a different look to her. It's just like something has clicked.
Guys, is this usually part of their act?
And what would you like to know, Finley?
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and do a Deckard voice.
Oh no, this is just when shit got Finley.
Oh, it's like actually
Finley
okay,
is
cool.
just like, you just see his face turn intensely pale.
Lizzie is now looking freaked out too a little bit.
Oh. No. She's saying that someone who... No!
It's okay.
What's something only he would
What's
know?
going on?
It's good to see you again, Gabriella.
I turn over. I never told this lady my name.
Wait!
How's Victoria?
Wait.
Did she make it out?
I don't know.
Finley knows his grandfather wrote that name in the letters, so he's just...
I don't know.
How did you die?
I was mangled in a forest by a tree.
Finley drops to his knees.
That's also true and not something I would have told others.
And then her face goes back to normal. Oh my. That was a powerful spirit.
Okay, I'm much less skeptical now.
Finley puts another 5 pounds and apologizes for his skepticism.
Oh, it's okay, love.
He wipes his eyes, and he looks at his team, he looks at his members and goes, besides my grandfather, would you be able to help us in talking to a spirit by the name of Amesley?
Oh yes, the one that's hanging around you. And she's looking at Lizzie.
Lizzie's shaking slightly.
Oh, it's okay, I've known of your family for a while.
And Gabriella's kind of like pale. Is there a spirit named Victoria?
Not that I see.
Oh, thank God.
I'll take that as a relief.
Now those mice that are hanging around you are an interesting sort there.
Right, yeah, we get it. You can do the spooky shite.
Yes.
Thank you.
She's... But... would you be able to let us talk to Amesley? Because I think he might be able to help point us in the right direction.
I'll try, but this one is quite resistant to any communication.
Finley puts down 10 pounds.
I'll try my best.
Thank you.
Lizzie just sits down, and the nearest thing that can be sat on.
Finley stands in a corner.
Oh, hello, darling. How's my wonderful daughter?
Is that the voice of my dad or my mom?
That is your mom.
Oh.
Just immediate tears. I've missed you, Mom.
I've missed you too. At least one of my children isn't a terrible human being.
Not the mom throwing shade from the afterlife.
She's not wrong.
She's not incorrect. It's such a devastating, like, hey, I need you to understand this character is irredeemable. And it's like, how irredeemable could he be? Oh, it's all of them. Because you led with, like, he's like the guy from The Mummy that is, like, a little bit scummy and a coward. And then you were like, no, he's worse.
He's
in
worse.
every conceivable way. Like, he's not even halfway charming. He's just gone. Oh, my God. Whew.
I've tried. Tried to make you proud.
It's okay, it's not your fault.
Do you know what's going on?
Well, your father and I were terrible parents.
No, you weren't.
Oh, yes, we were. Your father struck it rich with oil and was gone all the time, and I let you be raised by governesses. It's perfectly okay. I know what you do. I'm not ashamed of you.
You don't know how much that means to hear that.
You're a good lass. Well, now that was quite touching.
Lizzie is still very much crying.
Pat.
Any other questions you would like to ask the spirits?
Can I talk to my father?
Oh no, that one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get him to speak with us. Although your mother was quite willing to speak and say hello. There's something dark hanging around your father. It's resisting any contact with it.
Is it him or something else?
If I knew that, I'd be a much better medium.
Oh, I think you're a pretty good medium. Well, guys. Whew, honestly, this was well worth the stop. Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. Would you like any goods? I have lots of items. Protection from evils, lucky charms, ancient relics.
Do you know how to fix the mice?
Well, let me see then. And she holds out her hands.
Barry begrudgingly keeps them in their palm and just puts them where they can be seen.
Oh. Interesting. I think I have something for that. Although, 2 of these are just mice.
Hmm?
Or they fully changed into mice and don't want to come back.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, I can't blame them given everything that's going on, but
Although this one right here, he's holding strong. And it's the Blackwell.
Blackwell?
oh well.
let's help Blackwell.
Good news.
We could get him back, that could help some. He might have some answers.
He is startlingly competent if you are able to change him back. Not that you're not competent now, you're just small.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh, don't look at me like that. It's
The
not my
lecture.
fault.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Still a priest.
Oi, I paid for your tab
Squeak,
last
squeak.
night. Be nice.
They're drinking? Sure, they're drinking. Why not?
He's a man of the cloth. He ain't a saint.
I knew that! Just don't know what a safe amount of alcohol is for a mouse. Transfigured or otherwise.
Well, let's see what we can do with him. You, German boy. Finley, right?
Yes.
Why don't you go grab me that bottle over there? It's the one with all the herbs in it.
Finley goes to grab the bottle.
Out of character, this woman terrifies me. She knows like all of our stuff with no preamble.
Welcome to Deus Ex plot device.
I don't even know if she's a plot. Like, she could just be like bad vibe. Like, I have no clue.
He's obviously a witch.
Yeah.
Or can I like glance? Actually,
Yeah,
no.
can
but
I? What's the
right
word?
now, Lizzie is not in the place to be thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
And I know one thing, in German legend, you treat witches with respect. That's what Finley's doing.
Is there a suspicion roll? Like, can I like try to ascertain her vibes? Like,
Go ahead and roll me a psychology check.
sure.
Finley has gotten the bottle for her, by the way.
Okay. Failure. I'm not gonna burn luck on it. Oh god, it's so unsettling. I'm just like,
You, love. What was your name?
Just call me Freddy.
Ah, yes, Freddy. Would you go over there and get me, that long stick on the wall? It's the one with the feathers on it. It's my favorite one.
just handing a witch stuff to do witch stuff.
You respect the
She could turn
witches.
us all into frogs. I'm
Respect
like,
the witch.
This is one of the
Freddy just
random
very
encounters.
Carefully
Oh
puts the
God.
mice down,
She wasn't planned.
grabs the wand, looks at it, and then slowly hands it over.
Thank you.
Oh God, we're at the Yaga.
We're just letting her do stuff. Like, it's fine.
For the plot.
Lizzie.exe has stopped responding.
Yeah, no, Gabrielle's just like pacing.
And I need these right here. And she goes ahead and picks a couple of stones and whatnot. She starts grinding them up with the leaves, with the butt end of her wand.
Can I roll an occult to figure out what's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
you might have better luck than... I don't think I can psychology my way out of this situation.
It seems like she's about to cast a spell of some sorts. Of what? You're not sure.
I told you, witch.
Just letting her have this one.
Just kind of. Right. So what spells you doing here, love? So you know we're.
But you asked me to transform this fine gentleman mouse into a fine gentleman. And I thought that was what we were all doing. I can stop it if you'd like.
No, please
No,
continue.
no.
Please continue.
Yeah, no, but also,
No. We respect you, and we ask with great respect. Please continue.
I look to the Father Blackwell mouse. Like, are you good with this? Like, where are you at?
Accept it, Father Blackwell. This is happening.
He gives you a shaky thumbs up.
Fine.
Just like, I have no idea what's going on here.
Sure. I'm just gonna turn around because I assume he's gonna come back naked, and I want to be nice about his modesty.
Lizzie is still 1,000-yard stare. Everything she thought she knew about her family just got thrown out the window and lit on fire.
Freddie just still has the bottle from earlier and just passes it back over.
Occasionally, take a sip out of it, not chugging. Doesn't seem to fully realize what you just handed her, but she's just like, yeah, this came from friend. Okay. I drink.
I turn around. What do we owe you for the spell? Because it's probably gonna be more than 5 pounds.
Yes, I haven't done a spell like this in a while.
Sure.
25 pounds?
What? Not like my teeth or my scalp or my eyes, just money?
Oh, yes.
Gabrielle.
Oh, I'm sorry. And she just, moves her hand over her face. I will also need your souls and your firstborn children.
I don't have any of those. Well,
I'm kidding.
I don't have one of those things.
I am kidding.
She just wants 25
Lizzie just
pounds.
blindly, holds 30 pounds out.
Sure. Have a tip. I turn around again.
Lizzie hands Gabriella the bottle.
Yeah, I take it. I don't want to drink, so I just pass it back.
Alright, and a few magic words.
So this is lost on an audio medium. He just rolled his eyes to the back of his head to do that. So I need the world to know that there was theatrics.
This happened.
His eyes fully rolled back, like it was nothing. Like it was a Wednesday evening.
It is a Wednesday evening.
It's Wednesday night, thank you.
Yeah.
There were also some very impressive finger wiggling going on.
Yeah, no, it was there was a production. I'm sad we don't record our visuals for the GIF potential alone. Oh,
and nothing happens. Well, I was really expecting that to work. Here's your 25 pounds back.
Hey, at least you gave the money back.
She takes it, sticks it back in her pocket.
We can't fault you. At least you tried.
Oh, wait, hold on. And then she takes the stuff that she was grinding up and she pours some water into it. It's a very special vial of water. You don't understand much about what it is. A cult roll over here realizes it's like a type of moon water.
Blessed by Moon themselves.
It's my favorite dog.
She mixes it all together till it looks like it's just one kind of viscous solution, and then she she passes it over to the mouse, and the mouse grabs this vial that's about as big as he is and knocks it back hesitantly, first looking at Gabriella and then the rest of you, and then back at the solution.
I look back with a shrug, I'm deeply suspicious of this person's whole vibe, but I can't do anything to stop it.
You were putting it way worse into your mouth last night, mate.
The mouse shrugs and knocks it back.
Lizzie's still 1,000-yard stare.
Well, you should see in the next couple of minutes if it changes. And then you start seeing this mist kind of fade over the mouse. And all of a sudden you see this human arm just jut out where there used to be a paw. There's just this long arm on the ground attached to a tiny mouse as the torso emerges with this this black cloth all over him and a clerical collar.
Oh, he came back out with clothes!
Oh, thank God.
That's so much worse!
It's still unsettling.
Lizzie is officially paying attention to what's going on, and it's not helping her brain
I
right
keep, like,
now.
peeking through my eyes, like,
And you see the
oh,
legs
no.
pop out too as the rest of the robes unfurl and the last arm gets put out. And there's this tiny mouse head on about a 5'9" human body.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Well,
Everybody roll sanity.
Sure!
Yeah! Hard success.
I always appreciate my Animorph references,
Success.
so this is actually fine.
Finish this.
Oh, Freddy.
I just talked to my opa. I'm fine.
Why do I have 10 in indefinite insanity? I'm sure that's something you can remind me of soon.
That's why you're saying Bosco.
Oh, right! I failed. Occasionally Bosco talks, and I just have to live with that.
Alright. For the two people who failed, Freddy and Gabriella, go ahead and roll me a 1d3.
2 is 2.
And then Freddy,
3.
go ahead and deduct that from your sanities.
That's fair.
The mouse head is like looking at you a lot, just squeak, 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 squeak. Oh my gosh! As the head transforms back into Blackwell with his glasses and everything.
Oh, I was so worried you were going to be stuck with just the mouse head.
I kind of liked him better with the mouse head.
Takes the bottle back from Lizzie.
There's not much resistance because Lizzie has gone from 1,000-yard stare in general direction to just staring at Blackwell. What is going on here?
Well, the forces of Basiriogur have made it very hard for us to communicate with you by turning us into mice.
Oh, I just meant in general.
Does the name, like, click in my brain because he says it now, or does it just, like, slide through and turn into static?
Static.
Oh, jeez. Oh, there's that name. Name again? You said it like it was a name.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That shall not be named.
Same hat for me. I can't hear it regardless.
Did you know what my brother was up to? And my father?
Unfortunately, I knew what your brother was up to, because he was the one who hired the one who turned me into a mouse.
Oh.
So if we see him again, I'm going to need confession later.
You're going to have to get in line.
And then he pulls out just a pistol.
Ooh! Like that the witch said you can come back with a gun.
Knew I liked him. Knew I liked him for a reason.
He's great!
You see on his back he has like a pump shotgun, and he is like fully decked out with a sword as well.
Finley's just been talking with the old lady about getting protection items.
I'm hearing that things are going to be ramping up, is what I'm hearing. Like, you gave us the Kung Fu priest from that one movie.
I kick ass for the Lord!
I think it might
Yeah.
be because of that hard success that I got has escalated things as well.
That helps.
So you're looking for protection items. I have this locket of protection. As long as you have a picture of a loved one who is deceased in it, it'll grant you protection.
That can't be safe.
I will definitely take that.
Right, you want to say that's not safe, but we've been to bloody Kansas and had to deal with the bloody fat folk.
Yeah, sure.
You what?
I miss ignorance.
Alright, so you get a locket of protection for 50 pounds. It is a silver item, and you just need to put an image of a loved one in it. And if you do, you get to reroll a failed dodge check per scene.
Finley puts in a picture of him, his Oma, and his Opa.
Don't.
I also have rabbit's feet for luck if you would like.
He buys one for everyone.
Awesome.
And he gives the old lady a hug
Oh.
and says thank you.
Oh,
Takes another 40 pounds away from you.
Worth it.
These rabbit's feet, you have 3 uses of them each, and they grant you 40 luck.
Yay!
so I'm hearing all this, and I'm like, "Yay, these are good things." But like, I'm also
We
hearing
need
we're gonna be in
this.
so much danger that you're like, "Have 40 extra luck, it'll be fine."
How many uses?
3. Don't spend it all in one place.
Wait, so is it 40 luck or is it 3 dodges? Are those 2 different items?
Yeah, those 2 different items. So the Locket of Protection was the dodge, where you can use that once per scene. It has 3 uses. So all you do is just rub the rabbit's foot, and you get 40 luck.
Finley happily rubs his rabbit foot and gets for.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure, I'll also rub the rabbit's foot and add my 40 luck to my pool.
Now I have 108 luck.
You can't go above 100.
I have 100 luck.
With where Lizzie's at right now, I think she just takes it, just tucks it in her pocket. She's got a lot to process.
Yeah.
Oh,
Victoria's alive though. That's lovely news.
and we have Father Blackwell.
Victoria is alive. I had visited her in Hawaii.
And you couldn't have squeaked that earlier?
That's a bit far.
Yes, well, we can't control where portals let us out. Yes, her and Katie are having a wonderful time. They're at the university
Oh.
out there.
I'm deeply jealous.
Ah,
Glad Katie's okay too. I'm just so deeply jealous.
hope I would be happy for her.
Oh, me too, and I don't even know either of them.
Well, there's something that we must discuss about Deckard at a later point. But
Oh boy.
that is neither here nor there now. What Amesley has found himself in is a bigger problem.
Did you hear the part about who he's working for, and what all he's done, and...
He's double-crossed all of them.
He pretended to die in the Blitz, and thought that would work, and has a way out that he might be trying to take now. He disappeared down that alleyway. I'm trying not to think too hard about how.
Who could he betray them? Who could he double-cross them for now? Who's even worse?
Oh, himself in his own greed.
Oh, well, he's an idiot. That's not so bad.
That's fair, yeah.
I mean, we've already seen that he paid him, for one thing. We need to get back and check on the things that he has to make sure those never get where they were supposed to go.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was worried that he'd turned traitor to some unstoppable monster force or some kind of death cult. Ah,
No, I don't think he's aligned with Basidiogre. Again, static in
Wait.
your heads.
wait,
Ah.
wait, what? There's some monster. Finley just is foaming at the mouth at the thought of that.
I
Ah.
think I have history with that with that sound of the little I'm allowed to remember.
You will be able to process that someday, but it'll take a lot of time and a lot of hardship. And he just kind of gets this very distant stare.
I feel like I need to go ahead and apologize for what you're gonna have to go through for that.
It is okay if you lot would like to leave. I can take care of this myself.
Nope, I'm in this for the long run.
In for the penny, in for the pound, governor.
Right, we really want to make sure you don't get turned back into a mouse by sinister forces.
We wouldn't have happened to have met this kind old lady, you would still be a mouse, so you kinda need us, I mean.
Oh yes. Also, thank you, my lady. I'm quite happy to be human again, although drinking as a mouse was a lot easier.
Lizzie offers the bottle.
Oh, thank God. He knocks it back.
Oh god. And Finley leaves the shop.
I suppose it begins, and I follow after Finley.
Thank you for coming in. Let me know if you need anything else.
Here, Love gives her £10 note as a tip and heads out.
Yeah, Lizzie
Oh.
just slowly makes her way up.
I never got to you, Freddy. And she pulls a card from a tarot deck that was in her pocket the whole time.
If it's the tower, I'm leaving this
I'm
recording.
out. I'm so out.
No, she pulls the chariot.
Obviously, the tower was season 1.
Yeah.
We literally climbed one.
Right, what's a fancy horse-drawn carriage got to do with me?
Oh, getting a hold of the forces in your life that you don't feel like you can control quite yet. I wish you luck.
Fair enough. Tips her cap and do out the door like fuck, being read for filth.
As you're walking out, you see the card at the bottom is just a star.
Huh.
What kind of star?
As in the star.
The Cthulhu star?
Is it right side up or upside down?
It is right side up.
Okay.
We might not die just yet, guys.
There's hope.
Hooray for chasing after Amesley.
Yippee.
We have to kill him.
Okay.
We have to kill him.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me why. You introduce a character that is a complete net good, and I am like quaking in fear. Considering everything else, like, yeah, and then she's gonna eat our faces, obviously. This is the leopard who eats our face.
Trust the witch.
She's a random encounter I've had planned since season 1. It was supposed to be that session where Deckard went absolutely nutty and murdered people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah!
Oh God!
Oh, that takes me back.
Oh yeah, Deckard murdering
Yeah.
people filled barrels of blood.
My first time ever having to record a content warning.
My blood.
She's just the one that I rolled on the dice before we started today.
Oh, boy.
Hooray!
Which was really funny to give us Strange Witch Lady after finding out that Adam is literally the worst and working directly for Hitler.
Paid directly by Hitler, not working for Hitler.
just paid by Hitler.
That's still.
He took the
that's
money
not-
and ran. That's what you got off of
God,
everybody.
you're still horrible.
It's still worse. It's still
Why am I defending him?
I mean, like, you could.
Gross.
Yeah, like,
Why am I defending this guy?
invents an irredeemable little guy. He's not that bad.
He just took the money from the fascist regime. That's still bad.
It's still bad.
Still bad.
Well, as you guys are walking back to the house, Blackwell has his hand like in his robes, like on where you saw him grab the pistol. And as you get back, you guys see Adam Amesley turn that corner, and some of you see red.
You have been listening to Beyond the Crumbling Veil, a Call of Cthulhu 7e actual play podcast by Styx Helix Productions as part of Pseudonym Social, a creative podcast network changing reality one story at a time. If you're enjoying this show, please consider leaving us a review on iTunes or Podchaser or wherever you're listening to help other people find this lovely spooky tale. Beyond the Crumbling Veil is DM'd by John Voman of Styx Helix Productions, with Brian as Finley Jaeger Lazarus, Ian Ramos as Gabriella Slaughter, Fennec Foxfire as Frederica Newman, and Brianna Jean as Charlene Elizabeth Amesley. The show is also produced by Brianna Jean. If you don't want to wait to find out what happens next, you can get early access to our episodes by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/pseudonymsocial. You can also find out more information about our other shows at pseudonymsocial.com and support our various productions.